Hey baddies, we had a lot of talking to do about these Love is Blind UK episodes. So if you want to see the full recap, it's in a separate video in the same Love is Blind playlist. This one, we're just talking real quickly about Anu versus Patrick. Very quickly, we need to talk about this. Mr. Spleen came up with a rap. Anu said, "I'm not feeling that." She's sitting around hugging. First of all, she knew who he was. They look
Yes,
at people's Instagrams and all of that.
absolutely.
But she wants to act like, and he's like, "I'm Patrick." She said, Jed said, Anu.
Don't
Jed
care.
was not having that.
Oh, 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 oh.
Uh, uh,
Yep. Don't care. I dig it. Like if we don't vibe, we don't vibe. We don't have to hug. Just because I'm giving everybody else a hug doesn't
uh-huh.
mean we don't have to hug. A plus plus. I'm not.
Okay.
I knew can do what she want to do. Okay.
Girls tell her I would just talk to him and, like have that we'll never speak together again. Patrick was like, if the vibe's not there for a conversation, I ain't pushing it. I gotta respect it. I was like, actually, thank you. Yes.
Who
That
Patrick
should be
said
the case.
that?
Yes.
He didn't use his spleen to say if my spleen tells me to do it, then I'll go do it. He
Right,
didn't say
right.
that.
Nah, he did not say it like that.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. Anu finally pulls Patrick for a conversation. He said he actually tells the guys before this that it was friendship vibes with Anu, which I acknowledge because at the end of the day, they were being fundamentally different. My mama, she has to approve of you. He's like, I'm very individualistic. There was that other thing, and then he couldn't. It felt, and I could see it of she just doesn't want to sing for him, which is perfectly fine. But
Mm,
also, it's like also when you sing, I think for anyone, it's very vulnerable, and it's like,
yes.
oh, you're not feeling comfortable enough to be vulnerable.
Yes.
We probably shouldn't get married. And I think we agreed he did the right thing. Now, Anu's perspective,
Mm-hmm.
she calls him a liar. She says you should have said something right then and there. And he said, I did. And she was like, no, 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 no. Like, right when you first felt that way. And it's like, did she say no to someone else? Is that the energy? She could have kept going on dates with Javen or something.
I am a stand for Anu, so you might not like what I'm gonna have to say, but I'm
Go
gonna
for it.
say it. I don't think sister was in the wrong. When she said everything that she said, I lived for every moment. The
Yeah.
fact that she sung about it, she talked about it, she gave choir about it. She was giving choir notes, highs and lows, like the oohs and ahs, the
She
valleys and the
sure was.
rivers, like the mountain. She gave everything. And
Mm-hmm.
in this moment, I could see the frustration as to you literally made me believe that we were going to be like, you're saying all the right things, you're doing this, you're doing that. And then you're saying, because she then said, I want to marry you. I can see that. You're saying that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's to me in this moment, because in the pause, I don't think that it's prompted as much as maybe potentially other shows are. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're just having general conversations because your time to date is longer than other shows would be. It's
Yeah.
like more than 10 days. So why I say that is because I think you can have these conversations and get to a point like, wow. Because again, the goal is to get married. So you could say, wow, like I really could see us getting married. I really could see us doing this. Wow. Like that has to come from you, not somebody telling you prompt wise. So for her to have that anger, I do believe if his spleen was going to tell him this, it should have told him days prior. We didn't have to be in this point where you're telling me, "Oh, I would love to hear you sing one day,"
Mm-hmm.
and then you get mad when I don't sing. When you say, "I would love to hear you sing one day," and then now that I'm ready to sing, oh, you're gonna have to hold that song for somebody that really would deserve to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
F you, completely, like
Do you
completely.
think he got mad though?
Yeah, because how like his response was when he's like, so she's like, okay, where's this coming from? You remember the day that I told you I asked you to sing for me? Why would that be your response if you weren't booty butt hurt about it? You know,
I don't think you remember him saying that?
girl, pull up the clip, pull
I
it.
will have to watch it. I don't remember that being like the very specific. I think I just see the slow decline. It was like a slow decline. It's like the first time he asked didn't happen. Second time, we're having different philosophies on life and everything. And she's just sitting there quiet, like, like
Yeah,
she knew something was fishy. Like
right.
it was awkward for both of them. He was just the first one to like voice it, you know? And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so what did she want? She wanted to be like Javen and Katisha, even though you see the red flags still get engaged just because you invested time into it.
To get to a point where you're now wanting to feel vulnerable enough to sing for someone and you
Mm-hmm.
wrote them a song, I would be upset too, to be
Oh
honest with you.
yeah.
Like I just would get to a point where if you really, because again, there has to be some type of scoring system when you
Mm-hmm.
get out of the pods and placing people where you would want to see them again.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's obviously placing her at a high point, that's telling producers or whoever, okay, he wants to keep seeing her. So if at one point or time he didn't want to keep seeing her and he didn't see that there was any value or philosophy value, then you could have broken that off conversation 2, conversation 3, conversation 4, but you waited to get all the way to the end where the potential of like marriage is
Mm-hmm.
around the corner. I could see why she got mad. Like I
No.
think the anger was valid.
Yeah.
Like, and her saying you lied to me, I could see that. You completely lied to me because you talked about marriage with me. We talked about that. Now talking about marriage and saying you want to marry me,
Mm-hmm.
two separate things, but I can see him saying, yeah, I can see us getting married. I would love to meet your family. Like, you don't say that to people that you didn't find real value, like a valuable interest in. So that's why I
Yeah.
100% agree with her.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I just, maybe I just don't like the man. I don't like the brother, to be honest with you.
No, like I agree. Here's the thing. Anu said I was hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, totally valid,
Right.
totally valid for her being hurt. I can even say I think Patrick just got on this show to promote his splenic energy business. I could also see that being a whole thing. But let's say on the offset that he wasn't there
Yeah.
scamming to promote the business, the
Yes.
human design coach. If he also just noticed, and maybe the first date is a little rocky, he's like, okay,
Yeah.
noted, but let's give it another date. Maybe we just had
Yes.
an off day.
Yes.
He's doing that. He's like, oh, I gotta sleep on it. And
Yes.
then he comes in, he's like, please don't write this, even though you had to work your way up to it. We need to end it. I can also see that being very valid. I think it's just like she's hurt. She wants to be mad. And like, this is how it's coming out. I think the point that she's making might not be the right point,
Okay.
but then again, I also acknowledge this is a very edited show.
Yeah.
Because what we're hearing, Patrick got a whole baby. Did she bring up the pregnant woman in this conversation? And that's why she's calling this man a liar. Because that's what I would understand. But I also am like, it's another person's baby. And maybe the
Yeah.
show's like, we're not going to interject that because honestly, this interaction has people feeling like us. It's
There's
like, did
one.
she do too much? Did she not? Did we miss something? Because
Yeah.
her reaction to this is very
It's
what
a
they're
hunting.
saying is outweighing. But since we know what's actually going on with Mr. Human Design Coach, he could be that liar. He probably did deserve that opera,
Yeah.
but we didn't get the full reason maybe in this episode.
He probably did deserve that opera. It's crazy. No, he fully did. I think that again, like you're right. I think we just see a lot of things. We're seeing something, but we're not seeing the full context and all the clues that go alongside to this. So yeah.
Baddies, who do you agree with more, AJ or myself? Let me know in the comments. And again, please check out the full recap of episodes 5 to 8. AJ and I will be back next week to talk about those final 2 episodes and eventually the reunion. I hope you feel this full and stay this full today. Bye.